everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am so excited that you've found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button down below and join us here. Today we're continuing on with my New York unboxings. So I did have a bit of a shoe day one day and hit Christian Louboutin and Manolo and I got some shoes. So I really wanted to share them with you guys, and you'll see where I usually have my handbags, I have my shoes at the moment. So these are some of my favorite Louboutins and Manolos, and some of these Manolos, these ones up here, I have had for 12, longer than that, 15 years. 15 years. Good grief, I'm old. So they were bought on my first trip to New York and they are still going strong. So that's the quality of the brand, that they make amazing shoes that last. So I was super excited to go into store this time around and buy some more. We don't have a Manolo here in Sydney, Australia. They do sell them through one of our department stores, David Jones, but there is no standalone store. Christian Louboutin does have a standalone store and I do like to shop in there. But yes, for Manolos, I love going to New York and shopping at the store there. When I very first started shopping, when Sex and the City was still a TV show, and their store was on, I want to say it was on about 52nd or 53rd Street, but on the west side, so 5th Avenue to 6th Avenue, between there, and it was just this tiny little pokey store, and it was fantastic, but it was tiny. Given the rise of the store at the time, it was not very big. They're now up on Madison, high into the east side, so probably up in the 60s, I want to say, and yeah, much bigger store with heaps more stock. So I was super excited to get there this time. So let's unbox some shoes, guys. We'll start with the Christian Louboutins. So let's go here first. So Christian Louboutins are known for their red soles, and they do their red soles in all their shoes, including their sneakers. So these are Christian Louboutin women's sneakers, and they're just plain white with the red detail, and I love the backs of them. So it's got this real mirror red finish on it, and of course red soles because they're Christian Louboutins. So I love these because they're just super simple. Like there's no pattern on them. They're just white with a red detail. They'll go with heaps of outfits, and they're comfy. They're sneakers. Like, that's great. I don't own a lot of plain white sneakers. They either have like, I'll have LV ones, so they've got the LV print into them. But to just have a plain white sneaker, yeah, I don't have any like that. So these are a great staple, I feel. And they run pretty true to size. So these are 39s. So I'm usually about a 38 and a half. These are 39s, and I think most of my Louboutins are. Yeah, so they're 39 and they're 39. Yeah, so Louboutins run just a teeny tiny little bit small. If you're wanting to buy things online, maybe go a half size up just to be on the safe side. But yeah, so I got sneakers from Christian Louboutin. Not very exciting, I know, but a good staple. And then the second pair I got from Louboutin, and I did get sneakers for my partner as well from Louboutin, but I won't unbox them for you. They're massive. He has a very big foot. So this one's in a red dust bag, and I don't know the significance of the difference between the red and the white dust bags. It might just be that the sneakers are white, so they do them in white, so there's no color transfer from the red dust bag. And I got these. So these are Ballet Flats. I love a ballet flat. I wear ballet flats a lot for work because they're easy, they're comfy, and they're professional enough to wear. So these ones have this great squared off toe. Let's just take that out. A really squared off toe, and just the little detail with the bow there. They remind me of a ballet shoe, which, you know, ballet flat, ballet shoe. Not that I've ever done ballet. And they still have your nice red soles on them. They're a really soft leather, so they're going to wear in quickly, and ballet flats should be comfortable. You shouldn't be buying ballet flats that hurt your feet. It's just pointless. You buy these ones to be comfortable, to go with a lot of outfits, and just wear without thinking. Ballet flats should always be comfortable. So these are my Christian Louboutin ballet flats, which look like ballet slippers, which is why I loved them. It's just a really interesting detail. So yeah, nothing too exciting from Christian Libertine, guys. I'm sorry. I went there specifically because my partner wanted several pairs of sneakers. I managed to get him one of the 3 that he had chosen. His size is not easy to get in Australia. They don't stock it. We found one pair once online. And I thought I'd have a better chance in New York because, you know, lots of basketball players and stuff, but no, nothing. No. So he got one pair of Christian Louboutins, and I got him 2 pairs of Louis Vuitton while I was there. But yeah, he's hard to size. He really is. So that was Christian Louboutin, and now we're going to do Manolos. Yay. So there were so many pairs of Manolos I could have bought. I just love Manolos. They do a brilliant, brilliant shoe. They're beautiful. They wear well. They're comfortable. Like I said, I've got shoes that are 15 years old and they're still like comfortable, easy to wear, and not falling apart. So you cannot fault their quality. So these are their dust bags. They do them in this dove grey, like linen now. My other dust bags are like a white, they're pretty much the same as the Christian Louboutin ones. They're like a white felt. But now they're doing this grey linen, and I don't know when they swap to that. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments below. But like I said, we don't have a store here, so I don't buy them very often. Are you ready? These are so cute. So these had just come in when I got to store. Look at them. They're so cute. So they're a mid-height heel, so I think they're about 75, 80 heel. They're not very tall. These are a 39.5. So this is a full size bigger than what I usually get. So they did run small. Be aware of that. What are my other Manolos? So they're a 38. Oh, goodness. And what are you? You're a 39.5. So yeah. Just Manolo, don't go off these ones. I would go off the standard ones that you're probably going to need to size up at Manolo. But they're just so beautiful. Look at the detail. I just love them. I saw them and I was like, I have to own those. They're very cute. So they're just this lovely, it's not a blush pink. It probably borders on more of a lavendery pink. In real life, but they're super fun, and I love a fun heel. If I can put together an outfit that is really quite simple, like a little black dress or something, I will always pair it with a fun pair of heels and a fantastic handbag, and that's how I get through life. Hats off to people who do a lot of color and think long and hard about their outfits and really put together prints and colors, and I'm in awe of you guys. You are fantastic. Your brains work in a way that mine does not. I will always fall back on what's a really simple outfit, and then pair it with great shoes and great handbags, which will pretty much makes the outfit about those shoes and those handbags, but I'm okay with that. And I just know I don't have the creative ability to put together amazing outfits. That's not me. I would love to work on that. But yeah, for now, that's just not me. So they're my first pair of Manolos. And my second pair of Manolos are very special. They are going to be very special shoes. So as some of you know, I'm getting married in January. I went to New York to buy a wedding dress. I bought an Oscar de la Renta wedding dress and that will be shipped out to me in November. So I'm actually having 2 wedding dresses. So our ceremony is going to be tiny. It's only going to be immediate family, so our parents and my partner's sister and her husband and her kids, and that's it. They're the only people who are coming to the ceremony, and the celebrant, obviously. And we're going to do that actually at home on our property in the garden, so my children can be there. And I am wearing one wedding dress for the ceremony, and that's a wedding dress that my mother came with me to pick out, and it's a very traditional wedding dress. And then we're going to go on to the reception, and my children won't be coming to that at a different location, and that's where all our friends will be. So we will do the reception with our friends. And for that, I will wear my Oscar de la Renta dress, which is a bit more fun. So for my Oscar de la Renta dress, I already had a pair of shoes. They're here ready to go. These shoes are for my first wedding dress that I will be wearing at home for the actual ceremony itself. So let's have a look. And you're all gonna recognize them when you see them. So I tried these on in store, and I did put video of me wearing them up in store. And these are the blue Manolo Balonics, which were made famous by Sex and the City because she wore them for her wedding. Kerry wore them for her wedding to Big, but she wore the heeled version. So these are the flats, and I chose flats because I'm getting married in a garden. Like, I don't want to be wearing stilettos and sinking into the earth while I'm standing there. So I decided that I would wear flats. So if you look at the beautiful buckle detail, they're just stunning. And they're just this beautiful blue. And I know that no one's really going to see them, that I'm only wearing them in the garden for my family, but these will be wedding shoes, which are special to me. And I do like the blue. I don't think I'm really doing the something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. I'm not actively trying to do that, but I was still drawn to the blue just because they're the Sex and the City shoes. Like, I wanted them in the blue. And they're just this beautiful satin, and yeah, I think they'll be a really lovely wedding shoe. What do you guys reckon? Do you think they'll make a nice wedding shoe? Yeah, so I was happy to get these. The lady who sold them to me was actually wearing these, and she's like, oh, I've had mine for 2 years. They're so comfortable. And I'm like, great, because that's what I want. I want a comfortable shoe. She did suggest that I wear them in a little bit before the wedding, which I will try and do. But yeah, I was super happy to get them. Oops. So there's one more item I want to share with you guys. So YouTube's a real strange place. And when you start to put videos up and your channel starts to get a little bit of traction, you will sometimes get contacted by companies who want you to try their products and review them. And I've had a lot of those, and I admit that I am really struggling with them because I don't really feel comfortable pushing things on you guys, and especially not things that I wouldn't buy myself. And I'm trying to be really authentic and really genuine and not do that. But I was approached by Teddy Blake, and I'll show you the dust bag. And Amelia Rose from Amelia Rose's Closet has talked about her Teddy Blake bag before, and even after she had done the collaboration with them, she continued to talk about what a great bag it was. So when they approached me and asked me would I accept a handbag of my choosing and review it for you guys, I was like, well, she's got great handbags, and if she likes them, Amelia Rose, then I'm probably willing to give your bag a try. So I chose a bag. They let me choose any bag I wanted. I chose this particular bag, and hang on, oh, let me find my phone because it would be handy if I actually told you the name of the bag now, wouldn't it? In case you want to go buy one. So this is the Vitello 9. So I think the 9 stands for 9 inches. So I chose this bag, and I'll get it out for you. This is the Teddy Blake bag. This is the Vitello 9, and I chose it in the red. I really wanted the pink, but they'd sold out of the pink. And I chose this one because I had been looking at the Bottega Veneta pouch bag for a long time, but it's really expensive. And I don't know if I like it that much or if I'm going to use the style that much. So I haven't bought it. And this one kind of reminded me of that style of bag. So I thought this was a good opportunity for me to try the style of bag, decide whether or not I was willing to spend thousands of dollars on the Bottega one. And then I could go from there. These are full leather bags. They're made in Italy. I can't fault any of that. The quality is solid. It's a beautiful bag. I took it to New York and I took it out with me at night. Mel looked at it, who came with me, and she's like, oh, that's a really lovely bag. I said, oh, thanks. So I got that feedback from her. She is not someone who is into luxury handbags. She doesn't live in this world with me. She appreciates that I have an obsession and she loves me regardless. But she certainly doesn't buy luxury handbags. So she saw this and really loved it. So that's positive feedback as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, I took it to New York, I gave it a go, and my review. So it is fully lined in microfiber, and I was impressed with that. It has gold hardware, and it has this strap. So the strap does go crossbody, and that's how I wore it. So I wore it crossbody without any issues at all. I think you can probably, if you want to, make it a shoulder bag by tying it, and I believe that that's what they're going for. It would be a hassle to knot the leather and then make sure the knot stays in, so perhaps making it detachable would be better. It's a good color. It was more orange than I thought it was going to be. It definitely has orange undertones to it, and I would have preferred a true red, but I chose the bag. This is the color I chose, and the closure on it is interesting. So it's just a closure like that, and I found that hard in New York. I would have preferred to have something that was a bit more secure, because if I open it, it opens all the way, everything's on show, and then to close it, it's like that. But overall, look, great handbags. If I was starting out and I wasn't at a point where I could buy luxury handbags all the time, I wasn't buying Louboutin, Fendi and Dior. I was starting out once again, and my love started at Oroton. I put this in the same league as Oroton. So if you're at the point where you're buying Oroton and maybe Mimco in Australia, then this is right up your alley. They're a great brand. It's a beautiful handbag. The leather is lovely. And it will certainly catch people's attention. Like I said, Mel was like, oh, I really like that handbag. What type of handbag is that? She didn't know it wasn't a luxury handbag. She couldn't care less. She just liked the bag. So yeah, if that's where you're at, I will link the Teddy Blake website down below. Check them out. I don't have a discount code. I am not affiliated. I'm not getting any kickbacks. They just sent me the bag for free and asked me to review it. So I'm being honest. Would I buy more Teddy Blake handbags? No. I just wouldn't. I have so many handbags. I have luxury handbags that I don't need Teddy Blake handbags. Do I suggest that they're a great brand to start with if you're not at the point where you're buying a lot of luxury or can't afford to buy a lot of luxury? Yeah, absolutely. If that's where you're at, great brand. Check them out. Have a look at what they've got. They are well-made Italian leather handbags. So I certainly cannot and will not fault them on that. But I will be honest, I'm not buying any of these handbags for me. I don't have to. I have a ridiculous amount of handbags. So that's my review of Teddy Blake for them. Going forward, I don't see myself doing many of these styles of reviews where people send me stuff. I have become increasingly uncomfortable even with doing this one, just because it's not my thing. I will never look at YouTube like a full-time job. I just can't. I own my own company. I'm not leaving that. It wouldn't matter if I had 1 million subscribers. I'm not leaving my company. I love my mother and I love my staff and I love what I do. So I don't need to do collaborations and get kickbacks or any of that. So I'm going to try and not do this. If something comes up and I go, yeah, I'm really into that, that's something that I would totally do anyway. Or if I got affiliate links for things that I love, then by all means I'll do that, because that's authentically me anyway. But I don't see myself accepting more of these, oh, will you take this and review it, because it's made me super uncomfortable, I've got to say. And I've felt this pressure the whole time, like, because they're saying to me, oh, did you get the bag? Yeah, I got the bag. When will you do the review? And I'm like, well, I'm about to go to New York, and I'll take it to New York, and now I'll review it. And now I've got to go back and say, well, now I've done the review. It's a lot of pressure. Like, I live in a world of pressure already at work. YouTube's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a hobby for me. It's supposed to be a chance for me to interact with you guys and talk to you about handbags and show you my things. And I want it to be a happy experience for me, because then I think that it's better content for you. So yeah, I probably won't do a lot of these going forward. But check out Teddy Blake handbags by all means. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. I hope that you'll come follow me over on Instagram, because that's super interactive and I love putting things up over there and talking to you guys. So I'll throw up my handle for you. And I hope wherever you are in the world today, you're having a fabulous day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.